Florida homeowners might soon be able to vote to eliminate their HOA completely. Yes, that same HOA that tells you what color you can paint your house or where you can park your car, and sometimes even what plants you can have in your front yard. But here's the real question. Is eliminating HOA actually good for the homeowners, or could it hurt property values and communities across Florida? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Adriana, and I'm a realtor in Florida creating videos to help homeowners, buyers, and sellers understand the real estate market and how to make smarter decisions when buying or selling in Florida. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that almost every Florida homeowner has an opinion about, and that is getting pushed to the point that is becoming important for all Florida residents and homeowners to know, and it's HOA. Because a new proposal could give homeowners the power to vote and dissolve their homeowners association. So let's break it down. What the Florida proposal actually is. The Florida legislation proposal will make it easier for homeowners in HOA communities to vote and dissolve their association. Right now, in most communities, dissolving an HOA is extremely difficult and often practically impossible. Under the proposed changes, the process could look something like this. First, 20% of the homeowners will sign a petition requesting a vote. Then the community will hold an official vote. And if 2/3 of the homeowners vote in favor, the HOA will be dissolved. The idea behind this is to give homeowners more control over their communities, especially in cases where residents feel that the HOA board has too much power or it's not acting in the best interest of the neighborhood. Why many homeowners support this? There are HOA communities everywhere in Florida, and there are many homeowners in Florida who would absolutely love this change. Honestly, if you ever lived in an HOA community, you will probably understand why. Some of the most common comments on clients people have about HOAs include things like strict rules about appearance of your home, restrictions on parking, fines for things like you leaving the trash cans out too long, or having the wrong type of landscaping. And in some extreme cases, homeowners can even face liens on their property if you don't pay fines or dues to the association. Over the past few years, there has been a growing number of complaints about overly aggressive HOA enforcement. Some homeowners feel like they are paying monthly fees but still dealing with constant violations and restrictions from the association. So the supporters of these proposals say that if a community no longer wants an HOA, they should have the right to vote and eliminate the HOA. From this perspective, the proposal is really about giving that power back to the homeowners instead of the boards and management companies. That sounds great. Now, why others are worried? On the other side of this debate, there are also many people who believe that eliminating HOAs could actually create serious problems. And this is where things get interesting on the real estate perspective. Because HOAs not only enforce rules, they also have many other responsibilities in the community. For example, in many communities, the HOA maintains things like the neighborhood landscaping, the community pools, the clubhouses, playgrounds, security gates, private roads, stormwater system, parks, and green spaces. So, if the HOA disappears, someone has to maintain those things, and often the city or the county will not take care of private infrastructure. That means that homeowners could suddenly be responsible for figuring out how they will maintain those spaces. Many buyers actually prefer HOA communities because they know that there are standards that will keep the neighborhood looking consistent and well maintained. Without an HOA, you could probably see situations where one house is perfectly maintained and the house next door, it's not maintained at all. And that can sometimes affect the overall perception of the neighborhood. Now, the reality. Most HOAs probably won't disappear. Here's something important that a lot of people don't realize. Even if this proposal becomes law, it doesn't mean that HOAs are going away. In reality, dissolving an HOA would still require a large majority of homeowners to agree. And getting 2/3 of homeowners to agree on anything, it's incredibly difficult. In most communities, you have people who love the HOA, people who hate the HOA, and many who don't really care either way. So reaching the level of agreement, it's going to be rare. What this law will likely do instead is create more accountability for HOA boards because homeowners will know that they have the potential path to remove the association if they become poorly managed. Now, what this would mean for buyers and sellers in Florida. As a real estate agent, I think that the biggest impact of this decision is actually about awareness. Buyers need to understand what they are getting into when purchasing a house in an HOA community. Before buying a home, you should always look at the HOA fees, rules and regulations, the finance reserves, how the board operates, and overall, the conditions of the community. Because some HOAs are extremely well run and they can add real value to the neighborhood. For sellers, this conversation also highlights something important. Buyers are becoming much more aware of HOA rules and fees, and they're going to ask more questions before purchasing. So, is letting homeowners vote to eliminate HOAs a good idea? This answer really depends on the community. For some neighborhoods dealing with poorly managed associations, it could provide an important solution. But for well-maintained communities with shared amenities, eliminating the HOA could create new challenges. Like many things in real estate, the answer isn't one size fits all. What matters most is having informed homeowners and transparent governance. I would love to hear your opinion. Do you live in an HOA community? And if your neighborhood has the chance to vote, would you eliminate that HOA? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy videos about Florida real estate, the housing market, and tips for homeowners, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!